Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are unpacking one of the most heated political dramas playing out right now in South Africa, a showdown between Police Minister Senzo Mchunu and KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. It's a story filled with tension, political rivalry, and just the right amount of mystery to keep the nation guessing. So, grab a seat because this one gets deeper than it looks. Late on Thursday, Mchunu finally broke his silence about the swirling allegations of corruption and interference tied to the ongoing Madlanga Commission. His words were quiet, but they hit like a hammer. General Mkhwanazi knows in his conscience that I am not a criminal. Simple, powerful, and deeply personal. That statement alone sent shockwaves through the police service and political circles already rattled by the corruption inquiry. For weeks, speculation has been building that the feud between Mchunu and Mkhwanazi was more than a disagreement about management. Insiders now describe it as a power struggle, a battle for credibility within the upper ranks of the police. Two respected men, one department, and a storm of accusations that could reshape the image of law enforcement in KwaZulu-Natal. Mchunu didn't mince his words. "I have served this country with integrity," he declared firmly. Whatever differences exist, they are not about corruption but about power and principle. It's the kind of line that sounds noble, but also defensive, the kind of thing you say when you feel cornered. And make no mistake, the stakes here are enormous. The Madlanga Commission is investigating allegations of political interference in police operations, procurement irregularities, and even manipulation of investigations involving prominent figures. It's peeling back years of internal dysfunction within the South African police service, and the findings so far have not been flattering. The Commission has already exposed worrying patterns of infighting, leaks, and competing loyalties among top officials. Now, analysts say Mchunu's public statement wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. By calling on conscience, he's doing more than defending himself, he's challenging Mkhwanazi on moral grounds. It's like saying, you know the truth, and if you deny it, that's on your soul. It's clever politics, because it puts his rival in a difficult position. If Mkhwanazi attacks him now, it could look personal. If he stays silent, it looks like guilt. But this fight is about much more than who's right or wrong. It's a reflection of a deeper rot in the police service, where politics, personal ambition, and accountability collide. Some officers reportedly feel trapped between loyalty to the minister and loyalty to the commissioner, while others quietly question whether the public can still trust a system that seems to be tearing itself apart from the top down. Sources close to the commission say Mkhwanazi's upcoming testimony could be explosive. He's expected to address claims that certain investigations were manipulated or blocked for political reasons. Depending on what he says, it could either clear his name or expose internal networks of influence that reach far beyond KwaZulu-Natal. Mchunu's defenders insist he's being targeted because he refuses to play political games. They describe him as a disciplined, by-the-book leader who's being punished for trying to professionalize a system that's been politically compromised for too long. But his critics argue that he's playing the victim, using moral language to mask the fact that his department is under serious scrutiny. The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. This is South African politics, after all, where alliances shift faster than the weather. And KwaZulu-Natal has always been a province where politics and policing mix like oil and fire. The region's history of factional battles, political assassinations, and internal ANC rivalries makes this feud between Mchunu and Mkhwanazi more than just a bureaucratic dispute, it's a proxy war for control and credibility. What's especially fascinating is how both men seem to be positioning themselves for the public eye. Mchunu's calm, righteous tone appeals to moral authority, while Mkhwanazi's silence so far gives him the aura of a disciplined soldier waiting for his moment. When he finally speaks at the commission, it could either reinforce Mchunu's claims or completely dismantle them. Observers say Mchunu's move is a classic attempt to seize the narrative. By speaking first, he forces everyone, media, analysts, and even Mkhwanazi, to respond to his version of events. It's the same strategy used by politicians worldwide: frame yourself as the honest man under fire, and the court of public opinion might just lean your way. But there's also the emotional layer. You can hear the fatigue in Mchunu's tone, the frustration of a man who's spent decades in government, now having to defend his reputation from within his own institution. Whether it's desperation or defiance, it's hard not to sense that something personal lies beneath the surface. Meanwhile, ordinary South Africans are watching this saga unfold with mixed emotions. On one hand, many are tired of yet another corruption scandal. On the other, they're intrigued by the idea that someone inside the system is finally speaking up about the rot. Some see Mchunu as brave for confronting his accusers. Others think it's all theater, another chapter in a long book of political self-preservation. But let's be honest, it's compelling drama. You've got loyalty, betrayal, conscience, and power all playing out in real time. It's like a political soap opera, except the consequences are real: public trust, police integrity, and national stability. As this inquiry deepens, the big question remains: is this truly a fight for the truth, or a scramble for survival? Because in South African politics, those two things don't always walk hand in hand. And as one observer said, this isn't just about who's corrupt. It's about who controls the story. One thing's for sure: this clash between Mchunu and Mkhwanazi will test not only the strength of South Africa's police leadership but also the public's faith in justice itself. When institutions become battlegrounds, it's the ordinary citizen who pays the price. So, what do you think? Is Senzo Mchunu a man wrongly accused and standing by his principles, or a political operator fighting to stay afloat in a sea of scandal? And when Mkhwanazi finally takes the stand, will he reveal the truth, or just another version of it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it insightful, subscribe for more in-depth South African political stories, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay informed, stay critical, and as always, see you next time.